Hello, I'm Ginkgo Sequoia. I'm the author of the book The Tree Mystic. Today is part 4 of Identities. Stromboli had been speaking to the Tree Mystic. As soon as he left, Apolline took over. I have just been chatting with Stromboli about personality and identity, and I think that I understand why I am both hellfire and holy water. Very good. What do you not understand? I do not understand why a few innocent words can change my happiness into sadness in a heartbeat. Can you give me an example? Yesterday, Bruno asked me to join him for lunch. I started to talk to him, and then without warning, he told me to shut up. My heart sank, and then I had to run to the bedroom and sob. Why do you think that he told you to shut up? He said that I was not being mindful of my food's provenance and the sacrifices that had been made to deliver the food to my plate. That I was being disrespectful to all those who were hungry and less fortunate. I understand. However, perhaps it would have been better if he had told you that you were taking yourself away from your happiness. What do you mean? Silence, slowing our breathing, and meditation are actions that change our state to one of being present. When we are in the present state, we are in the state of happiness. We are happy because we are not projecting any negative thoughts on the past or on the future. We are in a thoughtless state. Now tell me, if Bruno was only trying to make you happier, is it possible that you were the problem? Is it possible that you asked the wrong question? I don't know. Next time that someone upsets you, don't become disturbed and ask, why did they react like that? Instead, ask yourself, why am I so upset? Why are my responses so inappropriate? By framing your questions this way, you wrestle back control, because you cannot control other people's responses. Okay. Now, tell me, why do you think that you responded as you did? There was a period of silence and reflection. I think that I respond like that whenever I feel rejected or unloved. Why? Because of my father. He was never interested in what I did unless it was an accomplishment. No matter what I did, it was never good enough, and my requests for affection were always ignored. How did you used to respond to your father's behaviour? I would feel worthless. I would feel that I wasn't valued. I would feel unloved, and I cried. I understand. Do you think that as an adult, you respond to rejection or admonishments as if you were still a child? There was a period of further silence. I suppose that I do. Then you must remind yourself that now you are an adult and not a child. As an adult, childlike responses can be unhelpful and inappropriate. Most importantly, they harm you. Know that what other people say is not important. Only your interpretation of what they say is important. Your interpretation will determine how you feel and how you respond. Then what must I do? Exactly as Stromboli told you to do. You must become familiar with all the characters in your personality and identify what brings each of the characters out to play, what stimulates them, what happens before they enter the stage. Some people call the character that you are describing their inner child. You must become familiar with this character's behaviour. If your inner child dares to speak to you in an unhelpful way, you must put it back in its box. Thank you for listening or watching or both. You can buy the book where there's more about identity at thetreemystic.com or at Amazon. Thank you. See you later.